It's our first Toy Box Tuesday of the year. We invite you to get out your phone and credit card and give what you can. Plus, we're going to hear from a family that's benefited from the Toy Box program and why you might want to reconsider giving someone a pet as a Christmas gift.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The phone bank is open. For 35 years now, you and your neighbors have helped to provide gifts for area kids in need through the KOAM Toy Box campaign. And it's really simple. You just have a credit card ready, call the number at the bottom of your screen, 1-888-620-4869. Sponsors from Equity Bank are ready to take your calls. Give any amount. We're going to do the shopping for you. 100% of your donation will go to buy toys for kids in our area. This is KOAM News at 5. I'm Dow Quick. Toy Box program directly impacts hundreds of families all across the 4 states. A Joplin resident was impacted twice by the Angel Tree program that partners with Toy Box to offer kids the chance to smile in this most wonderful time of year.
I use the phrase all the time that it really takes a village to raise a child, and Joplin is my village.
The need is so great this year. The utility assistance and the rental assistance that we've been getting phone calls for. If you can't afford your utilities, you're probably not affording Christmas gifts for your kids. And I know as a mother, I don't know how I could do without giving my child something for Christmas.
The Salvation Army helps to distribute toys collected through the Toy Box program, and that organization also operates the Angel Tree program, which helps to gather the wish lists. Equity Bank is one of the many sponsors of this year's Toy Box campaign. In addition to answering your phones for us today, volunteers from Equity also went shopping for some of the gifts that are going to be handed out. We send photojournalist Ty Parks along for the shopping spree.
It's really neat to get to shop for kids and for them to have Christmas gifts, especially if they may not have Christmas gifts otherwise. It was kind of unique in going through the aisles and trying to figure out, each age group, boy, girl, and pick out things that you think that kids might like or enjoy, something that they would be really excited to open on Christmas Day and have that Christmas, spirit or cheer that some kids may not get otherwise if we weren't out here and the station wasn't working to try to provide that for them. And Christmas has always, to me, been about giving. You want to give and you want people to feel loved and just feel the love of Christmas. I know it's a special time where families get together and friends get together and they celebrate just each other. And so I think it's very exciting that kids that may not otherwise get the opportunity would really have that opportunity this year. And so that's very exciting to me. We really support the communities that we are in and the markets we're in. And so we want to make sure that we're helping those markets and helping those communities and giving back in every way that we can, whether that's financially or through our time and energy, our expertise, service. And so this is one of those areas where we really feel like we can make a difference. And with it being a special time of year, we really get excited about it.
Yeah, looks like fun, and those Equity Bank volunteers are helping us take your calls right now live so we can buy more toys. Just call the number on your screen. Every single dollar you give will benefit children in our community this Christmas season. Now let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy for a first look at the weather.
Well, it turned out to be a nice Tuesday for us today. Temperatures, most of us went into lower 50s for highs. Of course, we're dropping back slowly now through the 50s, 40s, and eventually we'll end up into the mid-30s later on tonight. A little breezy out there. We have the southwesterly winds 5 to 10, but these are going to pick up as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight. So it is going to be windy tonight, tomorrow, then into Thursday ahead of our next storm system. But right now we look okay. We have clear skies across the region. We'll stick with the clear skies for us tonight, but then clouds are going to start to increase on Wednesday, and that is going to lead us into our next chance for rain, which is going to start to roll in on Thursday. If you are going to be out this evening, it's going to be fine. Clear skies, a little breezy. We'll slide back through the 40s into the mid-30s later on tonight. And of course, we're going to break down those rain chances for you here in just a bit.
Thanks, Doug. We'll see you soon. Hey, if you visit Mercy Park in Joplin, you're going to find a scene fit for a Christmas card. Dozens of trees now line the park trail, all of them decorated by different groups and organizations. They're going to be lit up during a ceremony that begins tonight at 6.
Yes, there is a lot of other companies and nonprofits that are out here. So it's just neat to be able to take the kids out, and I mean, today's a beautiful day, you know, closer to December 25th, Christmas, it's not going to be as nice, but it's always really nice to be able to see the creativity of, you know, all the other companies and nonprofits in the area.
And you can see all of these festive trees at Mercy Park. Also vote for your favorite until December 20th. Giving pets, such as a puppy or kitten for Christmas, might be an issue after the holiday season. Some area shelters say that can cause more problems for them and the pet. When a pet is gifted to an owner or household that can't handle the responsibility, well, shelters are usually the ones to receive the surrendered pet after the holiday season.
Pets are a lot of responsibility, and not everybody's ready for that. Especially older people, you know, their kids think they need a pet, and they're not always willing to donate that much time to them, and they do get returned to the shelter.
Shelters recommend paying the adoption fee rather than giving a pet. Then the recipient can choose the pet they want. Still ahead, researchers say they might have found a new way to stop lung cancer from spreading. Plus, doctors in China are battling a spike in respiratory illnesses among children. Those stories are coming up in Health Watch. And don't forget, you can donate to our Toy Box campaign right now. Any amount helps make sure every child in the 4 states has a Merry Christmas. Hey, our volunteers are standing by to take your calls for our Toy Box campaign. Hi there, volunteers. As you see, they're not all busy. You need to keep them busy. Just have your credit card ready. Call the number at the bottom of your screen. Your donation can stay local to your county if you so choose. All of the money raised helps us buy toys that will be handed out to families in need this holiday season. Just give us a call, please. Topping Health Watch, scientists at Tulane University, they found a way to stop a protein that spreads lung cancer. The study is the first to show that 3 proteins in the body's cells can work together to impede a 4th protein, the one that helps cancer cells grow. They hope the findings lead to a new anti-cancer drug and more personalized treatment. COVID-19 caused an alarming increase in premature births, but the vaccines helped to reverse that trend. University of Wisconsin-Madison researchers looked at birth records in California and found from July to November of 2020, the likelihood a mother with COVID would give birth more than 3 weeks early was 12.3%. That's nearly double the typical rate. Zip codes with the highest vaccination rates returned to pre-pandemic levels nearly a year sooner than zip codes with the lowest vaccination rates. In China, where the COVID pandemic began about 4 years ago, a new surge of respiratory illnesses in children is swamping hospitals. This time, though, scientists say they haven't seen any new or unusual diseases, and the spike in illnesses is not as large as it was when COVID began. Reporter Elizabeth Palmer has more on this wave of sickness.
Hospital waiting rooms, especially in Beijing and China's north, are full of kids sick with respiratory infections, including pneumonia. The surge in illness made headlines in China and set off alarm bells abroad. So last week, the World Health Organization asked China to explain what was going on. The good news is it appears the cause is run-of-the-mill winter bugs. Dr. Zhou Fengzhang is chair of UCLA's epidemiology department.
I think that the pandemic 2.0 is not there yet.
That first pandemic, COVID-19, which eventually killed millions of people, started in Wuhan, China, and Chinese authorities tried to cover it up. This time, though, the WHO says China promptly handed over persuasive data, showing the children were sick with known pathogens, that is, the kinds of common bacteria and viruses that occur everywhere.
In the United States, we also have the flu, we also have RSV, we also have COVID-19. The vaccination is the key.
Chinese children may be especially vulnerable now because during the pandemic, widespread masking and lockdowns shielded them from so many bugs. Chinese doctors are now working overtime to care for this flood of small patients. But health experts say nothing at this stage suggests the rest of the world needs to worry.
Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News.
Meeting with a personal coach can help fight memory loss in older adults at risk of Alzheimer's. A study published in JAMA International Medicine found trial participants who received coaching to improve their health and lifestyle every few months saw a 74% improvement in cognitive testing. And that is a look at today's health news. Doug is next with a complete look at your forecast. And a little bit later, the National Retail Federation announces the results of its Thanksgiving holiday weekend shopping survey. Plus, we're still taking calls for our Toy Box campaign. Every single bit helps local families in need this Christmas. And we want to recognize a few of you who have donated during this newscast. Ruth Cheatham from Joplin. She has 13 great-grandchildren, and she still found a way to give $25. We appreciate it, Ruth. Sonny Mason from Joplin gave $100. Debbie and Tani Allman from Riverton, they gave $100 as well. Thank you all. We'll be right back.
Well, it turned out to be a nice Tuesday for us today. Plenty of sunshine across the region. Temperatures great as we warmed into lower 50s. A hair below where we should be for this time of the year, but still pretty close to the end of November, heading into the beginning of December, which is right around the corner. All right, clear skies for us right now. We're going to continue to see clear skies as we head through the evening hours. Temperatures dropping back through the upper 40s into lower 50s. Eventually, we'll drop back into the mid-30s later on tonight. But if you're going to be out this evening, clear skies, of course, the sun sets early. We slide back through the 40s into the mid-30s. And the winds are going to start to pick up a little bit for us as we go into late tonight and then into Wednesday. We're going to have those southerly winds increasing 10 to 20. And these are going to stay kind of breezy all the way through Thursday. And then they'll start to lighten up just a little bit. But you can see gusts at times into Thursday morning are going to be in that 25 to 35 mile per hour range. Clear skies now. We'll stick with the clear skies tonight, but our next storm system is building out across parts of Arizona into New Mexico, western parts of Texas. This system will give us chances for rain starting on Thursday. Now, until then, I think we look okay. Let me take you through time tonight. Clear, we'll drop back near freezing for an overnight low. Clouds will start to slowly increase through the morning hours tomorrow, then really thicken up as we get into tomorrow afternoon. High temp is going to be right around 57, 58 degrees, which is pretty good. We're going to have those southerly winds. They're going to be gusty across the region. Tomorrow night, clouds continue to thicken. We'll start to see some showers picking up in our southern counties by Thursday morning. However, tomorrow night, most of us will stay dry. And really the first half of the day on Thursday, I think most of us will stay dry. But here come showers, even a rumble or two of thunder moving in Thursday afternoon into the evening hours. So we're looking at 7 p.m. We can go into Thursday night, periods of rain, temperature sitting right around 50. Rain continues into Friday morning, and then finally, as we go through the morning hours on Friday, the rain will start to push out and taper off. But rainfall amounts, of course, we could use the rain. I think most of us will pick up with this next system, half an inch, maybe upwards to an inch of rain, which is definitely something that we need. And again, this is going to be Thursday into Friday, but your Wednesday looks okay. We start with clear skies. Now, clouds will start to increase as we go through the day, but a high temperature right around 57 degrees, which is actually pretty good for this time of the year. And then also this weekend is shaping up pretty well behind this system. All right, 57 Wednesday. Let's go 53 on Thursday. Chilly, 49 on Friday with the rain, but back near 60 as we head into Saturday and Sunday. And then mainly dry as we go through next week. Temperature is pretty good into the 50s to lower 60s.
Doug, thanks. Coming up, we're going to have some tips to make sure your charitable contributions this Giving Tuesday can help you come tax time. In the meantime, it's a great time to get those donations into our Toy Box campaign. As you see, some operators are available at all benefits area kids this holiday season. Hey, right now would be a great time to give our Toy Box phone bank a call. Look at that. We have them ready to take your calls. Keep those phones ringing, please, as we try to provide a Merry Christmas to every family in the 4 states. The number, 1-888-620-4869. We want to recognize some of the donations that have come in during this newscast. Dale and Patty Messer from Frontenac, thank you for your $25. Janice from Joplin, $100. Thank you. Mason Dorsey from Bartlesville, Oklahoma, $25. There's 3 states right there. And Aggie Farms in Nevada, Missouri, thank you for your donation. And you've issued a challenge. You want to get a donation from every international harvester collector out there. I know there are a lot of you. Please call right now. If you haven't donated yet, just dial the number on your screen, 1-888-620-4869. Topping today's Consumer Watch, it was a record weekend for holiday shoppers. A survey from the National Retail Federation finds 200.4 million consumers shop between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. That's up about 2% from last year. Black Friday was the most popular day for both in-store and online shopping. NRF President Matthew Shea says the high turnout can be attributed to several factors.
Certainly speaks to the way consumers are feeling, but also the deals that were out there and the opportunities that retailers provided on goods, on items, on gifts that consumers wanted. The weather was favorable in much of the country.
The NRF says nearly half of all consumers are already done with their holiday shopping. Wow. To ensure those gifts are under the tree in time for Christmas, be mindful of when your packages need to be shipped. The United States Postal Service recommends holiday mail be sent out by December 16th for it to arrive by Christmas. And UPS recommends packages be shipped out no later than December 19th using 3-day select if they're to be delivered by Saturday, December 23rd. Today is Giving Tuesday, a day to open your heart and your wallet and give to those in need. But before you do that, CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger has some tips to get the most bang for your buck.
Charitable contributions can come with a tax benefit, but you must itemize. And because the vast majority of Americans just take the standard deduction, only about 10% of taxpayers actually get a benefit for their charitable giving. If you're entitled to a deduction, make sure you keep good records. For any cash or property valued at $250 or more, keep a receipt identifying the organization, the date and amount of the contribution, and a description. For text donations, note the receiving organization, the date of the contribution, and the amount given. If you're facing the end of the year deadline, use a credit card so the donation is deductible as of the date the account is charged. Whether you get a tax benefit or not, there are a few best practices for giving. You can make sure a charity is legitimate by using the IRS's tax-exempt organization search tool. You can also research an organization using a charity watchdog like Wise Giving Alliance, Charity Navigator, and Charity Watch. They can tell you what others say about the organization and how much of your donation goes to supporting programs versus overhead. In New York, I'm CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
And 100% of your donation to Toy Box benefits this program. That number again, 888-620-4869. A final check of the forecast next. Up next on the CBS Evening News, we're going to learn about a man living out his American dream one donut at a time. Then on KOAM News at 6, we're going to learn more about how the Toy Box campaign and its partners are helping local families in need. Plus, Watered Gardens in Joplin hosts a community meeting to discuss homelessness and misconceptions in the area. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and then KOAM News at 6. You do still have time to get in your donations to our Toy Box campaign. You can also call during KOAM News at 6 and KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Thank you to everyone who's donated so far. Now let's check back with Doug.
All right, clear skies sticking around for us tonight. It's going to be chilly as we drop back into the mid-30s. 57 on Wednesday. Clouds will start to increase as we go through the day. And then clouds really thicken up tomorrow night. Showers work in Thursday, especially Thursday afternoon. Periods of rain Thursday night into Friday, but clearing out just in time for the weekend.
Thanks, Doug. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, volunteers. Of course, we're going to be right back here for KOAM News at 6. We'll see you then. Let's make it a great evening.